The next character you control is Tifa. She fights with her fists and can be summed up as the burst damage dealer in the party, although she does draw other parallels with previous Final Fantasy games. She may be the monk martial artist archetype, but her role in the party has more in common with the Ravager role from Final Fantasy XIII. The aim of that game's battle system was to stagger the enemy by hitting the stagger limit with attacks and magic. Ravagers in that game were used to increase the percentage damage increase of the stagger, increasing the damage each attack would do before and after a stagger. Tifa's abilities are all built around dealing damage and boosting the damage of others post-stagger. Let's look at her basic actions. As she is a close range fighter, hit the attack button repeatedly to do a combo attack. As with all basic attacks, it's relatively weak, but it builds ATB and is free to perform. Hold the attack button to perform Whirling Uppercut, a jumping uppercut that is stronger, builds more ATB and can hit airborne enemies. Her movement speed is about the same as Cloud's, but her attack speed is much faster and is based more around a number of attacks that add up rather than 2 or 3 big hits. Her unique ability is Whirling Uppercut, which is the same as her hold attack. So what's this all about? To talk about this means talking about her first ability, Unbridled Strength. By using the ability, Tifa increases her Chi or install level by 1. For the purposes of the video, I'll call her base form level 1. Perform the ability once to raise her install to level 2. This is signified by an orange glow. Perform it again and this takes her to level 3, signified by a red glow. With each increase in level, Tifa gains a longer combo string for her main attack and a different unique ability. At level 2, Tifa's unique ability becomes Omni Strike, a shoulder attack with a power level of 370. At level 3, her unique ability becomes Rise and Fall, a multi-hit combo attack that ends in a palm thrust. It has a power level of 390. Once Tifa uses a unique ability, her install level decreases by 1. For example, if she is at level 3 and uses Rise and Fall, she drops to level 2 and is then able to perform Omni Strike. Her unique abilities can all be chained together: Rise and Fall, then Omni Strike, and then finally Whirling Uppercut. The reason she can perform Whirling Uppercut with the hold attack is to make it always available and free to use, like it is from the start. Each of the attacks generate a high amount of ATB, and they gain an ATB bonus when used against staggered enemies, but their real purpose is to increase the multiplier post-stagger. Each of these attacks increase the multiplier after a stagger. Rise and Fall will increase the multiplier by 5% per hit for a total of 20%, Omni Strike by 25%, and Whirling Uppercut by 5%. By chaining each of the abilities together on a staggered enemy, Tifa can increase the multiplier by 50% in one cycle. The multiplier affects all attacks, so all of your party's attacks will benefit from the boost. The rest of her abilities are built around steadily increasing pressure whilst maintaining her install level for when the enemy is staggered. Let's take a look at her other abilities. Dive Kick is exactly what it says it is, a dive kick. It has a power level of 378 and a heat value of 1. A raw damage attack that can be chained even in mid-air, so it's a good early game follow-up to a Whirling Uppercut. Overpower is the Metal Knuckles ability, a status buff for Tifa built into an attack with a power level of 252 and a heat value of 4. Overpower increases the break value of her normal attack from 30 to 50 if it is chained from Overpower. Focus Strike is the Sonic Striker's ability. It has a power level of 72 and a heat value of 3, rising to 18 against a pressured enemy. You can chain from abilities to Focus Strike with no delay. Focus Strike builds 700 ATB on hit. Landing a Whirling Uppercut into Focus Strike will build at least 1100 ATB, a meter positive combo. It also has 60 poise, meaning it will blow through the majority of attacks in the game, with its evasive movement potentially avoiding them. Star Shower is the Feathered Gloves ability. It has a power level of 580 and a heat value of 6, rising to 12 on a pressured enemy. A powerful short range but slow to perform attack, Star Shower has a unique trait. Any ability, unique ability or magic that is chained after using Star Shower will have its power level increased by 70%. This is indicated by a red flash at the start of the chained ability. Chi Trap is the Mithril Claws ability. It has a power level of 300 and a heat value of 10, rising to 20 against a pressured enemy. Chi Trap causes magic damage over time and can hit multiple enemies, acting as a makeshift shield against weaker enemies. Finally, True Strike is the Purple Pains ability. It has a power level of 333 and a heat value of 1. True Strike's main purpose is to be used against a staggered enemy as it increases the multiplier by 30% on hit. Tifa's strength lies in being able to maintain an offense with the use of Overpower and Focus Strike, disrupting groups with Chi Trap and boosting the damage against boss enemies with her unique abilities and True Strike. The key is to know when it's best to spend ATB on Unbridled Strength. Her role can shift depending on the battle, but she has all the tools needed to be effective in any role through clever use of Star Shower and Unbridled Strength.